Now, when we talk about the 3-out approach, as far as lockout, get out, and take out, what I want you to remember is what the 3-out approach is not. And it's not a stair-step approach or a linear approach. What I mean by that is you're not going to always try lockout first, and if that doesn't work, then we're going to try get out. If that doesn't work, then we're going to try take out. If you do that, it may be too late to do what you need to do. For instance, if the threat is an indirect threat, meaning we can't see it, and it's not in our immediate area, then probably lockout is going to be your best option. Or if you're in an area that can't be locked out, you're going to get out of that area to an area you can lock out. Is usually your best option. Lockout would be appropriate if the threat is an indirect contact or you hear some other stimulus like a gunshot or firecrackers or balloons popping. That would be time to lock out. And we need to teach our staff, don't think that you have to be given direction to lock down your room or to lock out your area. If you hear something that sounds like gunshots, you go ahead and get your area secured, and then you can call the office and verify, or even call the police and let them verify it. A lockout would be appropriate if we're in an area that can be locked out quickly. And not only are we going to lock that door, but we're also going to layer our lockdown. We're going to reinforce that lockout as well. Meaning we're going to lock the door, close the door, make sure it latches. Then we're going to do, depending on if it's an open in or open out door, we're going to show you 2 or 3 techniques on how we can reinforce that lockdown and layer that lockdown. And that takes us to get out. Now, our get out options here typically are appropriate when we're in direct contact where the threat is in an area that cannot be locked out and we're in an area that cannot be secured. So what we're going to do is we're going to get out of that area towards an area that can be locked out quickly, or we're going to away from if we get out of the building altogether, we can get away altogether. Takeout is appropriate if the threat is immediately in an area you're at and you can't get away, and lockout has failed or is failing, or you never had a chance to get in the lockdown. Well, what we're going to say is that it's time to fight back. A lot of teachers we worked with, some of them actually say, well, nobody ever gave me permission. I didn't know it was okay to fight back. Nobody ever gave me permission to fight back. And we always remind them, you always have the right to fight for the safety of yourself and your kids.